Alright, I watched the Sign Language is My Superpower TED Talk, and it's honestly disheartening how many stories you hear that are just like that. They were talking with their friends and their family, and a joke was said, something was said, really, and they asked somebody beside them what happened, what's going on, and then the person next to him says, "Oh, it's not important, I'll tell you later, you don't need to know," anything like that. And, they just make the the deaf person, feel just isolated and alone. It just completely cut them out from the conversation. And it happens so many times. Eventually, they just get fed up with it. They don't even feel like they're a part of the family anymore. They don't, they can't be part of a conversation because none of their family will be willing to interpret everything, and they're just isolated. They're by themselves. There's nothing they can do, almost. Uh, and you know, there's just so many different stories like that. It it amazes me how a hearing couple can have a deaf child and not immediately start learning sign language. I mean, it honestly does. But but in all those stories, well, yeah, all of the stories that I've heard, uh, it doesn't end there because they find out about American Sign Language and they realize that there are more people that are deaf just like them, and there are a whole lot of people that have been in their exact situation, and that just gives them hope. And they start picking up American Sign Language, and now they can actually communicate with other people. They can be a complete part of the conversation without somebody else telling them, "Oh, it's not important, you don't need to know this, we'll tell you later," or anything like that. They can be part of the conversation. They can be contributing to the conversation. They can know what's going on. They can have good, uh, even better relationships than before. They can have not communications, conversations, and it makes their lives better. I mean, I'd venture to say ASL is one of the more inspiring languages, just because with spoken language, I mean, you're you're not going to be cut out from anything if you don't know spoken language, if that makes sense. If you switched sign language and English in those examples, like if there was, let me reword that. In a hearing dominant world, you're not going to be at a loss if you are hearing. You're you're not going to experience the sort of I guess joy, and you're not going to get as much hope. You're not going to get any hope really, because you can speak using your voice. You can hear, because that's the normal thing. Almost most everybody in America, in the world, can do that. It's it's not like you are cut out from conversations or from anything that's going on, because in a hearing dominant society, that's the normal thing. You're going to be part of it. You're going to be contributing to all those conversations. I need to move this. I'm shaking it a lot. You're going to be part of all those conversations. It's not going to be the same as being left out and not being a part, just being completely ignored. It, ASL a is a language that gives hope to a lot of people, and not just ASL. I imagine the same thing can go with just about every signed language. But it's amazing to see how just how much ASL inspired him in particular, because he started the whole social media, I think, movement thing. I forget what he described it as, but and started posting on social media ways to like how he was talking about 10 signs to teach your child, deaf or hearing, and how useful it can be, because they can learn signs months before they can actually speak, and it just makes things a whole lot easier. I imagine it's not going to get rid of whining, but it's it's easier than guessing what that specific whine means. But it's amazing what ASL can do in the lives of so many different people, and how much hope it can uh, put into somebody, and inspiration. And I just really enjoyed saying that.